Hey, boys and girls, welcome back to Midgame Life Crisis. I am your host, Inconsistency, and with me is a werewolf. Hello.
Yo.
A hip werewolf who starts the show by going, yo. I love it.
What up?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, heard that. Anyways, listen, guys. This was a terrible introduction, but we're going to roll with it. I don't give a shit. We're just going to roll with it, boys.
You're just being overly critical.
Yeah, nobody listens to that podcast anyway, so we don't care. So listen, we can't start this show. I'm sorry, we just can't. Without me knowing what the fuck happened since last time we talked about it in
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3, Werewolf's monthly update. Let's go, baby. I can't wait.
I'd just like to mention in advance, there's timestamps below. You can skip whatever irrelevant information you don't want to hear.
You can and you should skip irrelevant information, which is 90% of this podcast. So you're going to love it, baby. Let's go.
She still hasn't put out.
I do not believe you, bro.
Bro, this game is leading me by the fucking nose.
Bro, do you know that this game is one of the only RPG games that I've ever seen that literally has IGN and PC Gamer articles about it, talking about the fact that it's one of the horniest games ever made, and you are still not getting your dick wet? Is that what you're telling me in BG3?
Well, technically speaking, I'm playing a girl, so
okay,
she's not getting the scissor action.
Getting your whole stuffed. Whatever, bro. Whatever term you want to use, okay?
What do you mean whole stuffed? She's a girl.
Yes.
And she's in a romance with a girl.
Oh.
I play girls, but I'm still into girls.
Okay.
I just like looking at girls.
I
don't want to see a guy.
I don't know why you assumed you want to get fucked by a guy, dude.
Because,
I mean, it's a role-playing game. Maybe you just,
fuck off.
Do you need to fire me again?
I always play female protagonists. Because usually you see them from, if it's a third-person game, then you get to look at their fine ass. And if it's a first-person game, then at least, you still see feminine parts or whatever, and you still have the inventory where you see the girl. I like seeing girls. So I'm always into girls.
Okay, so is that why you still haven't got delayed? Because it's a girl-on-girl action, basically?
No, if it was a different girl, I would probably get it already. But for some reason, this character has to sort all her life issues before she opens her legs.
Wow.
And I sorted most of her life issues, but then she was like, nah, just give me another night. I need to process or whatever. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Bruh.
Anyone listening to this who played the game will know exactly who it is. I mean, I'm trying to avoid spoilers for no reason.
I don't know, man. I think most people got laid within the first hour playing this game.
Unless they want this character. Everyone knows who it is.
Alright, other than your amazing, riveting sex life in this
The game is amazing. I had a lot of time to play, and this game is fucking incredible. Man, I had a quest. The mission was so hard.
Really?
It was timed. You have like a set time to finish it.
Oh no, I hate that. I hate that in single player games, man.
Okay, but it was still there, and it was challenging. But
yeah, sure. You're still in Act 3. I mean, you should be near the end now. Probably, right?
Act 3 is the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should be near the end of the game now.
I tied up a few endings, like side story endings of a few of the companions.
Yeah,
I'm getting there.
All right.
It's a huge section. Like the third act has a lot of stuff.
Because you don't play other games unless you're finished with your current game. I'm almost like I want you to fucking finish it already so you can play something else for a bit.
Yeah. Well, I do play Counter-Strike.
No, I mean, come on. I'm talking about other single-player games, not like...
No. I usually
Yes,
commit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I in a way, I already want you to just finish this game so you can finally experience some other games, you know what I mean?
I'm not sure if when I finish it, if the next thing will be to play it again.
Don't you dare. Come on. Give your brain a break. Give it a break, experience some new shit.
I'm fucking enjoying it too much.
How dare you enjoy one of the most successful and most beloved RPG games in the recent memory. You fucking bastard.
Fuck, it's done well, man.
Alright, bro. I want to move on because there's no real reason. People can just skip it easily with the timestamps, but I still want to move on. Borderlands, man.
Wait.
The Borderlands
When
movie.
you say this, okay, because they also announced a Borderlands 4, which was also not well received.
Why wasn't I actually didn't check how it was received. Why it wasn't?
I don't know about the internet, but this is something that is very lovely about the German people, because the Gamescom is in Germany.
Yeah.
The crowd there is very, very, very reserved. You know, they announce big things and you don't get like the whoa, the claps or whatever. You get like, here's this guy with us, and you get like one guy doing this. They're very reserved, the German crowd.
Yeah, you need to earn their fucking respect, man.
So it's so funny, you know, they show the whole trailer with the thing of Borderlands, and it ends with the mask, which basically ties in like what it is, and it's just no cheering.
But hey, like you said, maybe it's a tough crowd. Doesn't mean that it's not like a.
I'm half expecting that the guys that are presenting this say, don't you guys have phones?
Oh my god, that was a deep cut. Anyways, the Borderlands movie, man. We're talking specifically on the movie right now. Came out like a few weeks ago.
What a failure.
Probably right now it's looking like maybe the biggest failure in the box office and in the critical reception. Sitting on a beautiful, it started with a beautiful 0% in Rotten Tomatoes, but then one person gave it a good review, so it jumped to 9%. I don't know, I haven't checked recently if it changed since then.
Who's this guy? How much hate did that person get?
A lot of it. Apparently it's a person that's used to get a lot of hate. So yeah, you know how it is. Anyways, yeah, this is probably one of the worst movies of the year, if not the worst. And that's a shame because it's based on a franchise that I actually enjoy a lot.
But this is good, because then when I eventually will watch it, sometime I will watch it. Not in the cinema.
I'm not gonna watch it, bro.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's gonna be a waste of your time. Everyone is calling it a waste of time. Literal waste of time. Literal.
That's the thing. Now that I've heard all these people describe it this way, the expectations are so low that all you can do is enjoy.
Bro, you have such limited time to your life.
I said sometime.
Come on, bro.
You know, when we're gonna be in the home, when we're 70-something, playing D&D all day, we're gonna have time to watch a movie like that.
When you'll be 70, bro, there'll be so many other bad movies coming out by then that will be maybe make this movie look like a masterpiece in time. You don't know, like AI generated shit. You know, like takes the lowest common what's the word?
Denominator.
Lowest common denominator, and then make it like an AI fucking movie based on that, bro. And it's gonna be basically something that is even worse than this movie. Oh my god, the movie was made by the guy named Eli Roth. He's like a very known niche horror director that makes shitty, like very cheap B movie, like slasher movies. You know what I mean? Very gore heavy. That's his style, basically. He's a friend of Tarantino. He was the actor who played the Jew Bear, if you remember from with the baseball bat.
Yeah, the Jew Bear. Come on.
Yeah. So he's
he's a Jew.
Yeah. So he's playing that character in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
An amazing movie. One of the best in my opinion. So he's basically a director. That's his main profession, and most of his movies are pretty bad.
Do you remember him in other Tarantino movies?
No, I don't think he was in.
Described him as his friend.
Yeah, he is his friend. He's like his friend out of
everyone is Tarantino's friend.
Yeah. No. They're known to be pretty good friends. Him and Tarantino, and also is a very good friend with another well-known director, Rodriguez, the guy who made Come on, he made so many known movies, bro. Come on.
I'm bad at the names.
Desperado.
Oh.
Do you remember Desperado?
Of course. It's got the peeing all over the bar.
Yes.
Steve Buscemi,
who
is my idol.
He made a Battle Alita, if you know that the movie.
Yeah.
He directed some episodes of The Mandalorian. He did some.
Cool.
He's a very well-known director. His movies are hit and miss. Oh, of course. His biggest movie is Sin City. That's his biggest success of all time. Sin City, the movie. Did you see it?
I watched it.
Yeah, that's a very good movie in my opinion. So yeah, this guy basically
hard to chew though.
He's it's pretty accurate to the comic.
Sure, the comic is also hard to chew.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read it, to be honest. So Borderlands the movie though is a complete disaster, to say the least. That movie, we wanted to go and watch it at first to do research for our next content on the YouTube, and I started seeing the reviews and from trusted sources, and I know. Bro, I barely go to the movies these days anyways, ever since COVID, and I used to go every week. I used to go to the movies every week, maybe twice or 3 times a month.
Also back when it costs a third of what it costs today.
100%. That's definitely a part of it as well. Today, bro, with the cell phones and what happened with COVID and streaming, it just became so much less attractive to actually go out and watch a movie in the theaters. I still love doing it to the movies that are really worth it.
Yeah.
But I won't go and watch this piece of shit and pay money for it in the movies. That's for sure.
That's the thing. When it's relatively expensive today, and you need to actually get out, get into your car, park somewhere, so you don't make just 2 hours for it. You have to make like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
And the movie needs to justify it now, like the big screen and the serious surround. And all the pluses of the cinema.
Yeah.
It is what it is. This one is not it. The Borderlands.
I'm pissed. The only thing that's pissing me off is that it's a nice gaming franchise that I enjoyed a lot. Borderlands 2 is a classic game in my opinion that I invested many hours into.
Yeah.
And Borderlands 3, it wasn't as good. The plot was terrible. But I haven't played any of the Borderlands for the plot. I played it for the gameplay. The world has enough lore in it and enough known characters that you can actually make a decent movie out of it. If you do your research and you actually care about it. It's very obvious Eli Roth gave 0 fucks about this movie, or rather about the games. Either he hasn't played them, or he doesn't like them, or this feels like a
they just missed some of the points of them.
I don't know. It is what it is. Whoever wrote the script obviously has no idea what they're doing. So,
we discussed this before when we discussed the trailer, even before the movie came out. Even then, we criticized the trailer and the way the movie
it looked like garbage off the bat.
And we touched a lot of these points that it's not it doesn't seem loyal to the game, and that they missed a lot of the ridiculousness of the whole vibe of the game and the way that
how it looks though.
Yeah.
Visually, it looks too clean.
Exactly.
This is Borderlands. Borderlands, everything is like messy and ugly, and by the way, the game is very gory. There's a lot of violence in it.
It's gory, but it's the presentation with the what do you call that art style with the cartoonish?
It's a shader art.
Yeah, cell shade something.
Cell shader, something like that.
This vibes well with the whole gory, jokey vibe of the game.
Yes.
They were making a serious movie with serious actors, with serious costumes,
the movie looks. The vibe of the movie, it's not trying to be serious. It's trying to be like jokingly and trying to not take itself serious.
Not in the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a miss.
Exactly. It's what you just said. The world of Borderlands, the actual game, is ridiculous and over the top. But everything there is taken seriously. You know what I mean? Yeah. The character takes themselves seriously.
Yes, exactly.
They're badass. The characters are badass.
They all have ridiculous names. They look ridiculous.
The humor
is ridiculous. Everything is ridiculous. But they don't. It's not like Deadpool who jokes about it and rolls with the jokes. For them, this is life.
Yeah, it's not like breaking the fourth wall. It's not like Deadpool does all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, did you watch I know it's not on the list, but did you watch the Deadpool? What did you think about that movie?
I wasn't part of the discussions in our group, but basically...
Yeah, but I want to hear it here.
Yeah, sure. So, I laughed a lot. I enjoyed it greatly.
No spoilers, by the way. We're giving no spoilers.
No spoilers. Yes. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it immensely. Some of the scenes are amazing, but I felt like I'm watching Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds goofing around in the MCU world for 2 hours without a real plot or cohesive story behind it.
Yeah, I agree with all of what you just said, 100%. And this is, by the way, not like this is relatively rare because a lot of times we do not agree about movies.
Yeah,
at least modern movies.
Sure.
And but I agree with you 100%. The thing is, I came in with such low expectations that it blew my mind how good it was. And I knew already that the plot is going to be absolute garbage right off the bat because I knew that the whole the plot is basically an excuse to have both of these guys, like you said, goof around. This is exactly what it was. It was two best friends. It looks like they're best, like really good friends in real life. They made so many interviews for this movie. They like literally on every YouTube channel that has at least 1 million subscribers or more. They were in there. It's crazy. They did such a crazy media circuit. Not just in the normal media channels, but also in the internet, in YouTube's and shows and all that. Yeah. That you can tell that their chemistry after the movie is ridiculous. Yeah. They can be a married couple. They finish each other's sentences. It's that crazy chemistry. So you can tell why he wanted to do this movie with him. It's a crazy big name, Hugh Jackman, coming back to the role that made his career. And one of probably the most popular role of his career, a fan favorite role for sure. Yeah. And he died. I mean, is it considered spoilers for a movie from 2000 and what is it? 2019, 18 now?
I don't know.
The Wolverine.
Logan. Logan.
Yeah, Logan. Yeah. So yes, spoilers for Logan. The end of Logan. He dies in the end of that movie. It's a relatively old movie now, and basically. That's it. That's basically the first scene of Deadpool explaining that whole resolving that issue basically of him dying without saying anything more. So I thought that was clever. I thought that was funny. I enjoyed that part, how they did that at the beginning of Deadpool and Wolverine. Sure. And that basically set up the vibe of the whole movie for me, and I was all in. I said, okay, I get what you're saying. You're laughing at yourself. You're laughing at Disney. You're laughing at Marvel.
At Fox.
You're laughing at Fox. I felt like this was actually more like a love letter for Fox, more than ridiculing them, because Fox is rest in peace. They're done. They're gone. Yeah, so I enjoyed the movie a lot because it set the tone right off the bat, and like I said, I came with low expectations, so it worked for me. And I didn't expect the plot to make sense or even to care about it. And because who gives a fuck? It's the multiverse bullshit. So nothing matters in the multiverse.
I have praise for the movie.
Yeah.
I don't want this to come out the wrong way.
Okay? Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. The scenes are great. The amount of, Easter eggs in the movie is insane. The cameos or whatever. He basically nodded to every single Marvel character in history.
Yep.
Okay? At least cinematic ones. And what I'm trying to say is I am separating between saying it's a good quality motion picture between it's a good show that you can enjoy. There were a lot of parodies and enjoyable, ridiculous motion pictures. I don't say if you can say that they're amazing movies or good movies.
Yeah.
They're funny, enjoyable movies.
Yeah.
But it's a different kind of criticism, you know? So I'm saying, as a movie, I don't know if this is like some the next episode of motion pictures or cinema.
Yeah.
But it's an enjoyable goof. It's funny as fuck. It's great.
I don't think it's going to resurrect Disney, Marvel out of the ashes that they created in the last 5 years with the whole Marvel universe, which is a mess.
But it sure is a shining beacon.
Oh yeah, it passed the billion a while ago worldwide. Yeah, it's a great success. It's a huge success for them, and that on that front there is no argument. I just don't think it's, like you said, the movie doesn't have too much substance to it, right?
Yeah.
That being said, I will say I personally rank movies by how rewatchable they are for me.
Yeah.
The more rewatchable a movie is, the higher I rank it.
Oh, so in this scene it ranks high.
Very well. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I can't go below an 8 for this movie, which blew my mind.
I've been watching scenes from this movie in the YouTube, just the scenes I enjoyed again and
again. Yeah, it blows my mind that I'm saying this. I came with such low expectations. I thought the second movie was pretty meh and forgettable, the second Deadpool. The first one is, I love the first one. It's a great movie. That movie has some substance to it as well.
The second one also had a real story.
Yeah, but it was, the execution was poor. The kid was annoying, the fat kid with the powers. Didn't like it at all. It takes too long for Cable to join in the party. I didn't like that movie. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it as nearly as much as the first one and the third one. All right, bro. I think we can move on to one last subject before we call it. Our last subject before we call it today, guys. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one tonight. This time we'll compensate for it next time. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah.
The sequel, yeah. The first game I haven't played it. We made by the way a video about it. You should check it out. It's pretty cool. About the development of the first game and about them working on the second game.
And about what I liked about playing it.
Yeah, because you did play it. I didn't. I mean, I gave it like an hour or two before giving up because of many technical issues. Nothing that has to do with the actual gameplay or anything else.
Yeah.
But I am extremely hyped about the second game, and I will absolutely play it when it comes out, unless it's like a disaster, which I doubt it.
It looks very similar to the first, I have to say.
Yeah.
Mechanically and graphically.
I'm sure they probably added stuff that they couldn't do in the first one.
The graphics are better, and but the character design and the world and everything looks the same, and it's good.
Sorry, it's not UI5, it's CryEngine, right?
No, it's not Cry and not...
You sure? Whatever. Forget about that part.
We say the correct one in the...
Yeah. Go watch the video. Watch the video. But yeah, they're very... What I love about Warhorse Studios is that they're very like transparent about the production process. They like pretty much show you everything.
Yeah, everything is filmed.
If you go to their YouTube,
it's like The Office. Yeah. You have a documentary team.
It's great. It's great, bro. It's all highly edited movies, like clips.
Yeah,
it's legitimate good YouTube content, bro. You can their YouTube is great. I highly recommend it to anyone who loves medieval stuff, history, and that time period, knights. Yeah. The music of that era, because they use actual real musicians, they use a real philharmonic orchestra in Prague. It's great. They recorded in a cathedral to have that beautiful sound.
Yeah.
I love the attention to detail and the love and passion that the Warhorse Studios are pouring into their projects.
Yeah.
This is why I'm kind of bummed that I didn't play the first game, but the technical issues were too much for me. At least the version that I played. I know they fixed a lot of it later.
Sure. These guys are passionate about the game they're making. The first one and this one.
100%.
And this is a very good sign of a quality game that you're going to get. A game that's going to be fun to play. Because when the developer is passionate about the project, really passionate, and you can see that he's passionate for the details, you get a love project. You get something that you can see that has the kinks into it. Yeah.
We should probably also mention that another indication that it's probably not sure, this is not a certainty at all, but it is a good indication, usually, historically looking at it, that it won the best PC game at Gamescom 2024. Best PC game showing, basically.
Who votes?
I can't remember if it's the media people there or the crowd that participates. Maybe even both parties, but... Or maybe even the other developers. I don't know. But either way, it's looking promising. From what I've seen, there's a pretty long demo of the game. Like a showcase of like 20 minutes or so of gameplay. With the guy narrating it. And it looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like they expanded on a lot of the ideas they had in the first game that they didn't have time to implement. Now they implemented them. There's going to be siege weapons. There's going to be attacks on castles.
They had siege weapons in the first.
From what I understand, there wasn't like
it wasn't like a proper siege war, but you had a siege weapon that you had to operate.
So apparently in this one you have like an actual war. You're participating in an actual war going on in conquering a castle.
That's what I'm saying. You were attacking a castle in the first one, and you were using a siege weapon to break in.
Maybe it's more linear in that game, but here it's supposed.
It was a single instance. It wasn't very big.
From what I understand, here it's supposed to be like a feature, a repeated feature. You know what I mean? There's
maybe they got good feedback on that mechanic.
I guess. I know that there's something that they wanted to explore more.
It was very realistic.
The combat looks more expanded. It looks like they added more weapon types and more combat styles that you can use and learn. You can the graphics, like you said, it does look upgraded. The graphics do look better for sure, and the music is absolutely fantastic. I'm a sucker for like a good soundtrack for a game, and this is great.
This game is very immersive. The first
extremely immersive.
Well. They know what they're doing. It felt like you are part of the period. And the facial animations are high quality. The people look like they're talking, and it's also natural.
It's also a reactive world, because in the demo you can see the dude fighting with some guys, killing them and fighting in the mud and stuff. And he's full of.
He was swimming in literal shit before that. That's the mission.
Oh yeah. So
he was swimming in literal shit.
So he's full of blood and shit, and the smells terrible, and people react to that. Like when you go near them, they ugh. get away from me. You know, it's,
Go shower.
yeah, and that, until you shower, then they lay off it. So I love the fact that the world is very reactive. Looks like to be very reactive.
Yep.
Also, they probably, because it's a much more ambitious project. They have more team members now. They have more money to spend on voiceover now. So
Yes.
so the voice acting is expected to be higher level and more varied.
Great.
Everything about it looks fantastic. I can't wait for this game. And you should definitely go check out the YouTube. It's not like a boring watching them like sitting in their offices and
Coding.
yeah, coding. No, they literally go physically to these castles and cathedrals.
They physically put the armor on.
They put the
and
armor
try
on.
to fight with these heavy weapons.
Yeah, to see how it feels, to mimic it in the animation. It's fantastic. You should go check it out. All right, guys, I think that's all we have time to talk about today on this.
Sorry for the short podcast episode.
Yeah, it's a short one this time, but hey, we'll make up for it next time. I'm Inconsistency.
I'm Werewolf. See you soon. Mid-game life crisis.
Midgame Life Crisis, we are out.